When you're on the internet for long enough, you think you've seen it all. And then something comes along to prove you wrong. That's what happened to me a few days back. On YouTube, there is this video called Vietnam War depicted by Club Penguin. And the title pretty much describes if a Rising Storm server was enabled in Club Penguin. All the way down to the damp jungles, helicopters, firing on civilians, you name it. Now the entire concept is bizarre enough, but when I looked into the comments, that's where the real shock was. This wasn't just a one-off clip someone made in their spare time. This came from a full-length Japanese animated film made back in 1985. So, with my interest piqued, I watched it. And, oh boy, where do I start? The title. I'll start there. Whoever came up with the title has an ironic sense of humor because the beginning is most definitely not a happy story. After the initial horror that our protagonist Mike witnesses, he's discharged on the account of his injury and allowed to go home. However, it's not a glorious welcome back, as the emotional scars he's taken on make readjusting difficult. It also doesn't help that almost all the people around him are insensitive to the fact that he was in a war where, people die horribly. Quite often, actually. So, he quietly packs up and leaves his hometown. The film then goes to show him wandering around until he ends up in Park City and meets the fated one to fix his heart. From there, you have the tried and true story beats of a redemption romance, complete with a competitor that's already cheating on her anyways. Okay. At this point, I don't even think I could pick apart the technical aspects that went into this anime because I'm still having trouble accepting the fact that this is real. What can I even say? I mean, there were neat moments of symbolism. The one that stood out the most to me was how it set up the metaphor to the two ways he might end his journey. One being Mount Jeffrey, where he can live out a sleepy life raising crops and livestock, or Sunset Beach and enjoy the waves and solitude. So, he wants to pick between the verdant rolling hills full of life, or barren beach with no one else. Damn. Wasn't expecting it to get that deep. For the most part though, it plays out like countless movies of redemption and rediscovery that I've seen before. Not to say that's a criticism of it, it's just something I noticed. A guy becomes disillusioned with the world, wanders around until a tentative existence is found, and then a beacon of light, hope, appears in front of him. There you have it, the perfect frame to display the human condition. Except they're penguins. After working through my thoughts for a bit, I realized something. This movie is just a sincere drama about overcoming the personal tolls of war. But someone thought they need to be penguins. Not dogs, not cats, penguins. And you know what? What of it? If this movie was just going to be another drama with human characters, I'm sure it wouldn't stand out enough to be dug back up all these years later and turned into a meme. So, Penguin's memory, and everyone who worked on it, thank you for making another piece of work that speaks to the quirkiness only anime could have. You even got me this time.